At a Turning Point USA town hall, something revealing happened. Young conservatives confronted Vivek Ramaswamy. How can a Hindu represent a Christian state? Their questions expose the rot at the core of the modern right, and Ramaswamy's response revealed his complicity. Before we watch the first clip, I want to tell you, this is what Charlie Kirk did to an entire generation of young Americans. He convinced them that the country is founded by and for white Christian Americans. The other races and cultures may exist in shadows or just embrace the dominant white culture. Let's take a look at the video, which has nothing to do with politics or Christianity.
How can you represent the constituents of Ohio who are 64% Christian if you are not a part of that faith? If you are an Indian, a Hindu, coming from a different culture, different religion than those who founded this country, those who grew this country, built this country, made this country the beautiful thing that it is today, what are you conserving? You are bringing change. I'll be 100% honest with you. Christianity is the one truth.
Christian voices should be the main voice of America, and I want to know basically why you seem to be, and I don't mean to be horribly offensive, but why you seem to be masquerading as a Christian.
This is conservative movement cloaked in Christian nationalism. The argument: you're Indian, Hindu. You didn't build this country, so you don't belong here. Charlie Kirk spent years building Turning Point into a machine for mobilizing young people around this message. Not limited government or free markets, but a defense of Christian America, a white Christian nation under siege. Kirk industrialized this rhetoric, making it slick and palatable for Gen Z. The result: teenagers lecturing a politician about religious purity tests, masquerading as a Christian. The accusation isn't bad policies, but that he's committing fraud by existing while brown and Hindu.
You call yourself a Hindu, but you also call yourself Christian.
I don't call myself Christian. I call myself a Hindu.
Okay, so based on what the Turning Point's values are, which is Christianity.
Do you think it's inappropriate for someone who's a Hindu to be, say, a U.S. president?
No, I think it's... No, well...
You be honest.
Isn't Hinduism... Well, I mean, I can ask yourself that Hinduism believes in Shiva and what is it? The flute god. I forget.
Right, Krishna, who's you're thinking of.
Yeah, Krishna.
So the one thing for you to take away from about my faith is I'm an ethical monotheist. I believe in one true God, the Advaita philosophy of Vedanta, and I think that as you think about the Holy Trinity and what that means for you're not a polytheist either. That's a similar philosophy, and I'd love to kind of continue that over a religious dinner conversation sometime. But
you also call yourself a Hindu as well.
I'm a Hindu. I am a Hindu.
Liam Birmingham?
Liam, I have something I'd like to give you. Would you like to just come on stage and join me for a moment? It's something that's really important to me. It's next to my faith and to my family. This is the next most important thing to me in life. I usually keep it with me, and for tonight, I think it'll actually be really useful for having you come up here, and I'd love to give it to you. You want to join us for a second? Give Liam a round of applause, folks, for being brave and asking a tough question. And why don't you just read the part 3 to the audience? We'll make this our constitutional reading for the day.
The senators and representatives before mentioned and the members of the several states legislators and all executives and judicial officers both in the United States and the several states shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution, but no religious test shall ever be required as qualification to any office or public trust under the United States.
Kirk's organization created the conditions for this moment to feel normal. Ramaswamy's response is legally bulletproof. The Constitution explicitly forbids religious tests for office. But Ramaswamy didn't challenge Kirk's Christian nationalism. He aligned with it. He ran on populist fury, attacked the same enemies, and expected to be accepted. The right rejects him not for policies, but because he's Hindu and the color of his skin. Christian nationalism was never about values or the Constitution. It was always about who defines America, who belongs. And the answer, apparently, is not you. Ramaswamy wanted to be a far-right firebrand without the actual requirement, whiteness. He miscalculated. Kirk built something potent, a framework where Christian faith is indistinguishable from American identity, where real Americans are white Christians, and diversity is an existential threat. This is infringe. It's mainstream conservative infrastructure now. It is taught in textbooks and recruitment videos. Millions of young people have learned that conservatism means defending Christian whiteness against demographic change. Ramaswamy bet his career he could adopt this movement's politics without its racial prerequisites. He was wrong. Let me show you another conservative MAGA pundit said the same thing to his face.
I too am a fan of yours. I'm going to make a point of disagreeing with you so that it will be fun. You are so bright and articulate, and I guess I can call you articulate since you're not an American black. Can't say that about them. That's derogatory. And that was a great opening segment. Lots of things to talk about there. Oh, and I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president. But I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian.
What do you mean he is Indian? He is born in USA and a citizen by birth. This is proof that even if you are born in this country and parrot all the conservative talking points, you are still not American if you are not white. The Constitution says no religious test, but that was for a different America than the one Kirk built and Ramaswamy tried to join. The real question isn't whether a Hindu can be governor, but whether America will allow Christian nationalism to redefine what it means to be American. Will we accept that belonging requires the right skin color and God? Turning Point's answer is clear. If this video opened your eyes, hit that subscribe button, like, and share this. Let people see what's really happening.